everybody? How's my people doing? You guys good? You good? I'm good. You good? I got a fresh haircut. I got my coffee down with water. Anyways, so today you're watching this on Friday, and it's gonna be a banger vlog. Y'all ready for this? We're gonna do some gangster shit. I got a new car I'm about to show you guys. I got Peter's Spider Pokemante. I went to Coronado Island with the fam. I got some fun things. I was following Big Head around, right? This fool's gonna go in the pool, right? Like, super in the mode, like dad mode, right? See a gentleman and his wife sitting their feet in the pool, playing with the kids. He's like, "Yo, you Alex?" "Yeah." "Watch your shit." Like, "Thanks." And like, I kind of felt bad. I kind of felt like I was being short or rude because like I was like following my kid around. I'm like, man, I hope he doesn't think I'm a kid. So my man, I'm sorry if I came off short. I was just following my kid around. You know, anytime I'm with my son, I'm like super like dad mode, not car mode. So yeah. Anyways, let's get to this day because we got a lot of gangster shit. While we wait for my new car to show up, we're gonna do something with the Spider. Now I've always liked spiders, but rule number one on a Spider: never roll with your top down with the dude in the passenger seat. Big no-no. Alright? The thing with the Spiders is they're not meant for tall individuals. I'm not that tall, I'm a Python 5'7". So on the Spider, the behind the seat, the firewall is even more enforced. A lot of safety things in here, like these will pop off if you roll the car to protect the guy, the driver. So we lose about, I want to say 3 to 4 inches from the back of the seat to the firewall for safety reasons in constructing the vehicle. I remember I've been pressing Peter for a while, like, you need to get a V10 so I can build it for you. He's got McLarens and Porsches and all kinds of whack cars. Yeah, I said they're whack. And I'm like, when are you gonna buy a V10? Yeah, I should buy one, huh? And he says, he's like, should I buy this? I'm like, buy it. And I like egged him all, like, yeah, go buy it, go buy it. An hour later, he's like, all right, I bought it. So when are you gonna build it? I was like, I got no time. So he's been driving it around, doing rallies with it. Super dope spec. Super cool spec. I want to say Cepheus blue color. Blue? I don't know. Remember this color. Remember this color, okay? Later on, we'll talk about that color. But it's, of course, it's got its full product line, full 2016 forged fenders, front lip, hood, wing. Well, not wing, there's a Pokemante. I don't know about these rims though. Not really big enough. Let's go for a ride though. Alright, so as I was telling you guys, you see these seats? This is as further as it goes back. Luckily, that's like the perfect for me, but anybody else that's taller, absolutely not happening. Spiders, tall individuals, stay away from them. You know, I have a rule about top down with 2 dudes, but since this is part of the vlog, we're gonna roll with tonight. This is such a Miami car, roll with my top down. So everybody can see me. I hate when people can see me drive my cars. First thing I do when I get an exotic is I take it right down the street to the limo, to the tint shop, and I limo tint my even the windshield. I don't want nobody looking at me. Don't look at me, don't stare at me, don't wave at me, don't talk to me. Drive. But let's put some heat in this thing, and let's see what this thing can do. Apparently this thing's got some tune and exhaust. So let's see what it feels like before I rip it apart. Making a lot of noises. I ain't liking it. It's like every time it hits a bump, I almost feel like the shock is blowing. Yeah, I think that rear shock is blowing. So every time I get a car, I test drive to make sure I'm not funky with it because I ain't trying to get it to leave. I mean, this is a good friend of mine, but still, something definitely up at the back end of it. You hear that? I'll make a note of that in the documentations of receiving that. There's definitely something funky with that back strut. side of the turbo because we'll be able to hear everything pretty dope. Times 10. I like it. The cool thing about it being so fucking slow is that you can floor it anywhere because it barely moves, so you can get all this noise. Now I know why Ferrari guys like spiders, because you can hear everything. You guys are always flooring it, and the car barely moves, huh? Goddamn Ferrari guys. Bright side in all motor cars is literally like how linear the power is, so you can stay 100% in the throttle and the thing just kind of still goes, right? But that's how our turbo cars feel at 10% throttle. But they don't make any noise at 10% throttle. It's kind of cool. On Peter's Spider is done. Pros for the car: it sounds way cooler with the not having a roof. Con with the car: that everybody sees you. We got a bad shock. Yeah, let's go. You working? You f***ing around? I swear to God, if you guys worked as good as you guys go to stores, we'd be alright.
I swear to God, if you tuned as good as I smoked cigarettes, we'd be alright.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the shop now. Back in the showroom we go. I don't do well in tight places, but let's see if we don't hit a car. Been pretty chill. We're finishing this maroon stage 2 car. It's kind of cool. I've built hundreds of cars. It kind of sounds cool. And I've never built a car this color. I'm not going to try to guess the color because I suck at colors, but I'm going to just say a maroon red. They did the powder coating on the turbo kit, similar color. Titanium center exit exhaust. Yeah, so iVentador over there is finishing it up. That's right, iVentador. His name is Ivan, but he works on so many Aventadors that his name's now iVentador. What's up, fool? Sick ass fool. So we're gonna finish that, and then Rico's car is done. Now the only reason why it's on the lip is the back bumper off is because we got to mount the parachutes. That's right, parachutes. And then the hood had to go back to paint to fix the little air bubble and the clear coat. I want to make sure that car's a 10 out of a 10 before it gets shipped back to Philadelphia. So yeah. have a surprise in 2 hours. Do some vlogging on Friday. So I'm gonna drop a little bit of Friday clips of what goes on here when we have a good week. Thankfully to that little patchy cheetah looking motherfucker, we have some good weeks. And when we have good weeks, not that every week is not good, but we have those excellent weeks where, you know, the whole staff really takes a step up and you know, turns a notch up. And last week was one of those weeks. We'll have a barbecue and just have a good time, you know. It's a balance of having good leadership, strict timelines, and then showing that, you know, we could also hang out and be human too. I don't want everyone to think here I'm just some dickhead, strict dude. So let me show you a little behind the scenes. What's up? Happy Friday. So Fridays are a little different for our business. Usually I always hear shops are like Fridays are like Thursdays. Us is Monday, Tuesday, and then it just tapers down. Hopefully wishing that everything's going well. We've had a fantastic week. We finished 6 cars this week. That's good shit. We could do 3 to 4 a week. It's cold, but it's not perfect. However, since it's been such a good week, we're gonna grill at the shop. So I'm gonna take you guys to my private spot where I go in the hood to get the meats. So let's ride. So this is my hood. This is a small town I live in. Probably a lot of y'all think I live in some extravagant city and do wild. I'm as basic as they come. So this is Old Town Marietta. Lately we've had great weather. Right here, look at this. All the locals be hanging out here. We got local little bars here, and then bomb-ass Italian spot, Anthony's. People say it's great. I personally think it fucking sucks. I'm all about Giussino's. There's 2 Italian spots in my town, Giussino's and Anthony's. Alright, it's like Lakers versus the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? Giussino's is where it's at. That's where I hang out. Listen, I come from the hood. I love the hood. I visit the hood. And the hood's always got the best meat markets. Remember that. You ain't gonna find a meat market like this in fucking Temecula, Old Town. I'll tell you that right now. Not happening, alright? So you gotta know where to go for whatever you're trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? So we're pulling into this little meat market right here. About to show you guys. Belky Meat Market, homeboys. That's right here. Carnicería Productos Mexicanos. This is the spot. Hopefully they don't get embarrassed with you guys coming. ¿Qué onda, parientes? ¿Qué rollo? ¿Cómo está? Watch, I'm gonna get this and then they marinate it. Deme 10 libras de costitas, pero deme dos bolsas, 5 mil lecha. ¿Se acuerda? So son 5 cada bolsa. So nomás 10 libras de costita. Alright, so what I do is, these are marinated, but then what I do is, I add the marinade that they add on the chicken. Okay, it's called adobado. So that's like a thicker versus what they put on the beef. It's not as thick, right? So it doesn't really, I'm using the wrong word, but sink into the meat. So that adds a nice coat on top of that, and it has the ultimate best flavor. I always mess with it. That's what que tenga buen día. ¿Qué onda, pariente? ¿Cuánto por la bolsa de naranjas? $9, jefe. $9, but we need a moment. Ahí está 13, para usted.
Ok.
Gracias, amigo.
Okay, gracias.
Tenga buen día,
Igualmente, jefe, gracias.
I always support the local homies. You know, support their hustle, right? My hustle started out of my garage. Their hustle started on the corner. But no, they might be the biggest orange distributor west of the Mississippi one day. I got to help them. Let's get to the party. Yeah. Guess what showed up, guys?
Coming in. Yeah.
I got a new STO. So this thing's pretty impressive. I'm actually very impressed. You know, after I sold the Aventador SVJ, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I was super sad. I'm like, this just hits different. And honestly, high key, I'm glad we sold the STO and got this. At first when they were released, I'm like, oh, there's just a car with a body kit, a Huracan. They totally feel different, the chassis. If you drive a 610, a 580, a Performante, they all feel different. This one, I hate to say this, out-feels a Performante. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's super dope. The steering wheel's got some another Luigi setting, apparently for, because it's a race car, so they have a wet setting, so if you want to drive it on the road course with water, which we won't do. Big shout out to Tactical Fleet for taking care of us on this car. Really appreciate you guys. So let me tell you what's going to happen with this car. We are going to build it, and all you guys are going to watch us, and we're going to sell it at the end. That's right. We bought it just to build it, to show you guys a cool build series of STO. Our friends in the industry that build them. A lot of people won't show a lot of this, but I'm going to cut this bitch all apart, and you guys are going to watch us, and we're going to sell it. Yep, so I was buying it to build it, to get some cool content for you guys. I legit bought this car just to make content for you guys. That's right, for you, because you're special, and I like you. First, we're gonna pop the front. It's one piece, super cool. First thing we do, and then my guys do as techs, we want to latch it with. It's got a latch, even though it goes forward. So you latch it right here so it holds it in place. First thing, of course, we do is evaluate the situation because of turbo kit reasons. So our standard turbo kit, as you guys know, have heat exchangers in the corner and the water box in the front. But I don't know where to put a water box. You know what we should try to do? Fool, see if we can take that styrofoam out. It's very important to have a lot of water moving through the system. Oh, it comes out. Hey, we found the spot for the water system. Nick.
You didn't keep the vent and everything.
I told you, just a little square, dude. You're right in there. Let's slide right in.
Nick ass work right here. Look at
that. Nick, what happened, fool? Luigi and Mario hired you part-time or what?
It was cold that night. Hey, some of these shits, it'll be like good on this side, and then as you go over, it's like.
Oh, we already found something. Check that. $500,000 car to find this. And no, the car hasn't been in accident. This is factory shit. Look at this. Lamborghini. Get your together. Look at the run in the paint right there. So we found where to put a water box. On this car, since it's going to be mostly a track use car, I'm not going to do heat exchangers. I'm just do water box, water pump with huge intercoolers. Unless you could put, do you think you could fit an interchiller in it somewhere?
Oh yeah. Yeah, after I put it in the R8, yeah.
What's that, drive conversion?
Plenty of room in.
I'm gonna leave it rear wheel drive, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm gonna leave it rear wheel drive for now. Is all the new Lamborghini Huracans coming out, and STOs are all rear wheel drive. So to make it all wheel drive, it probably costs about $50,000 to $65,000 to convert it to all wheel drive. Which clearly, more power to all wheels is gonna help. But what about if I could design a package, leave it rear wheel drive, the nice TC system that will still put up numbers, draggy 60 to 130s, 100 to 150s, and run good numbers and not have to go all-wheel drive. So my first focus is going to be with the build is, we're going to leave it rear-wheel drive, I'm going to leave the stock motor in it. I am going to put big turbos on it just so we have the turbo kit to grow into it when we build the motor, and really push the envelope of leaving it rear-wheel drive with just a 888 in the back, and then putting an 18-inch or 17-inch rim with the radio on it. So we're going to go in segments, right? We'll put Toyo AAA on the factory rim, see how hard we can push that. Then from there, we'll do 18s on a drag radial, see how hard we can push that before we make it all-wheel drive. Just so you guys kind of have an understanding of my thought process with the car. At the beginning, I'm like, I'm gonna make it all-wheel drive, I'm gonna just go crazy. I'm like, you know what? Let's back up a little bit. Let's relax. But yeah, check out the interior. The interior's sick.
Hey, the lights are sick. It's like more aggressive.
You guys keep it. I gotta give you guys the first ride. Hey, I'm gonna take the long way to the tint shop. I'm gonna go to Mexico and I'll meet you at the tint shop. I wanna take the followers here for a ride. So we have STO, Trofeo, and Piogia. That's Luigi's setting to drive in the rain. But we're gonna leave it in Trofeo. This thing is so sick. It's my favorite car. I've been looking at this car for months and it hasn't sold, I was actually trying to get my boy 458 destroyed him. I was like, yo, you should buy this STO. He was like, nah, I'm not paying markup. I'm gonna get one that window at MSRP. And you guys know he's got fucking cars collections to keep of. I'm like, well, I have no car. I'm gonna pay markup and just buy it for myself. So, let's see. thing is so dumb. Carbon door panels. I believe it's much lighter than the factory Huracan. It feels the chassis is much tighter. And you know, it's not, and the speed is not like in the fast car. Professional bodybuilder not being natty. It's never gonna happen, baby. Never. What do you guys think? Slow, huh? Should have cut it up? We're gonna cut this bitch off first because I'm gonna drive it for some time. I tint the windows on all my cars literally the same day I get them. Limo tint sides and limo tint windshield. Why? Because I hate when people stare at me when I drive. So I made an appointment with my boys to tint these things up real quick, and then we'll be back to grab it. But that is the intro to what's called now the Sheepy Race STO. I hope you guys are excited for this build. Like I said, we seriously got this car just to do in-depth build with you guys. All the steps, see how far we can push it rear-wheel drive, convert it all-wheel drive, run some numbers, and then sell it to one of you lucky guys. Thanks for everything. I appreciate you guys. Much love. See you next week.
And I came in, did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win.